So, okay, let's go for that. Okay, first day is about recycling and reusing. Very simple explanations of what is recycling, what is reusing in the textile world. So there are many ways to, dispose of articles, in different ways, and all of them are relevant these days. The reusing is extremely important, and we have Stephen to, go into details about that. The recycling as a fabric is also very important. We can recycle the fabric, and then we can recycle, the elements of the fabric. We can recycle the fibers. We can recycle the polymers, which, go to the fibers. And then in the end, we have let's say and I would say not unaccepted, but the worst options of all, which is incineration, burning to generate heat, and the landfill, which is the most horrendous way of disposing any textiles, okay, or any materials in general, but textiles especially is very sad. Something that I want to remind you as well is that there are different types of feedstock and different types of recycling, okay? So when you have waste, you will hear that some waste is post-industrial waste and other is post-consumer waste, okay? Post-industrial waste is, what the mill has generated in terms of cutoffs, remains from the weaving. I mean, any kind of thing that is still a textile that can be, returned on the spinning part can be used. And this is called post-industrial because this material has not reached the supply line, okay, has not been in the market. Then we have a very important part that's extremely important these days, the post-consumer. What the elements that the consumers cannot use anymore, or they are not in good conditions to be used, these can be recycled to be used again as a material. Here on the screen, you have, by the way, you have copies of all these presentations and everything. It will be uploaded to the Transformers Foundation .org webpage. So you have different options for a chemical recycling. So we have pyrolysis, hydrolysis, I mean, all kind of things, hydrothermal. This is basically taking the element, the fabric, the ingredient, and separating it into the very basic polymers, the starting raw materials. The other one that is, I would say, more used in the fashion industry is the mechanical recycling. Mechanical recycling is, the fabric goes, or the material goes through a shredding machine, very long and noisy machines. And then at the end, from these shredding machines, there is, links or short staple fibers that can be combined with other materials to produce what is called a recycled material, okay? So you see at the end is mixed with the staple fibers, recycled fibers, and is put into yarn. One thing important to tell you is that on post-consumer, mechanically post-consumer waste, recycled waste, there's only one option. There's only one time, once, that you can recycle. The idea that this is a kind of permanent loop, so you keep using, this is wrong. The only way to recycle on and on the same thing is chemically, okay? We go back to raw materials, we reuse them. Mechanically speaking, everything depends on the length of the fiber and the mechanical features of the fiber. So usually on apparel, you can reuse or you can recycle once a garment. That's it. The only materials that can be reused and used more than twice are long staple or fabrics that require long staple fibers, like, for example, bed sheets. That's very high quality. Then you can go for more than one. But there is no such a thing as infinite or forever mechanical recycling. Okay, so this is my introduction, and then we can move on to Stephen to continue with the explanations. Thank you.